Welcome, all you entertainment holics out there in entertainment land. It is time yet again for another thrilling, exciting installment of, you guessed it, Wicked Entertaining, coming at you live pretty much every Friday night. We're on from 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific time. Sorry. Yeah, 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific time, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern time on Rock Rage Radio. Rock Rage Live. You can see us on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, follow, share, all of that wonderful stuff. We are Get Roll Global TV on pretty much everything. Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. We're pretty much everywhere. You can find, music, podcasts, any of that stuff. We are on Amazon Music. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Apple Podcasts, Audible. You can find us on Spotify. We are also on, we're fucking everywhere. Oh, YouTube Music now. So we're like everywhere you can find podcasts or radio broadcasts. And of course, you can always find us on Rock Rage Radio, Rock Rage Live, and all of our other outlets. But we are Wicked Entertaining. I am your hostess with the mostest, Jennifer DeVoe Muse, and our other hosts are not with us tonight. But hey, shout out to Amy Bowman, the sultry songstress, and shout out to the Mac Daddy of Metal, Shyler Staver. So tonight we have our featured guest. And it is going to be Elizabeth Ertel. I've got a pre-recorded video that we're going to show. And let's see. Elizabeth Ertel is from Canada. She is an actress, a singer, a songwriter. She does voiceover work. She's a fashion model. Pretty much a little bit of everything you can think of. So, if I can get my fucking lighting right. You ever hate that when you have technical fucking difficulties? Like, eyelashes that want to fall down, or, grandchildren bothering you during a broadcast, or life sometimes happens, and that's what we're here to do, explore life. Anywho, again, the nuttiness ensues at the DeVoe / Muse house. All right, we're going to play our pre-recorded interview that I did with Elizabeth earlier today. She was at her beautiful house in Canada, of course. We are here in Maine. Amy is located in California, and Shyler is now in, I think, Arkansas, if I remember correctly. So we're all over the place. You never know where you're going to find us, physically anyway, but you can always find us online for our Wicked Entertaining podcast. And tomorrow, Amy and I have a great treat for you. Our podcast, Fear and Fascination, Horror, Sci-Fi, and Fantasy Unleashed, is going to be, let's see, tomorrow we've got James Balsamo. He is a movie maker, filmmaker, a writer, screenwriter. He does pretty much a lot of stuff, but amazing. He's an actor. He's been tons of movies. You can't say that you've ever been to a Walmart and his movies weren't there. They're like everywhere. So you can find him. And you also find him on his IMDb page under James Balsamo. You can find him on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Same with Elizabeth Ertel, our guest tonight. You can find her all over. She's on Instagram as Elizabeth Ann Ertel. I think it's like Elizabeth.Ann.Ertel. And you can find her on Facebook, Elizabeth Ertel. So just hit her up. Check her out. Listen to her music. Go follow her. I've posted the links tonight for, God damn it, hairs. For YouTube, her YouTube channel, or actually one of her songs. So we're going to be playing some music tonight. We're going to play the pre-recorded video of the interview that we did earlier today. And I hope you enjoy this wonderful treat. I'm going to go and pull up the video. All right, here we go. Hi there, this is Jenny. We're here today with Canadian actress, singer, voiceover artist, and fashion model Elizabeth Ertel. I'm excited so much to find out more about her and her, journey through the industry of entertainment. So I'm hoping that you'll all be able to go on this wonderful journey with me, and I'm very excited. So let's get to it. All right. Hi, Elizabeth. How's it going?
Hello, Jennifer, darling. How are you? I'm fine. Once we got the system figured out, we're good to go.
Yes. Yes. I'm glad we were able to finally get that working. So hallelujah to that.
Yeah,
Well,
great.
I
Good.
want to talk to you today about like your journey through the world of entertainment and kind of like how you got started. How did you get started in this whole thing? It's just going to be amazing for us to find out.
Well, I come from a family of singers. My grandmother was a my uncle was on my mom's side was a runway model and then actor in London, England, and I just sort of morphed into loving it. So when I was 5, I started going on stage and doing little productions, and then I became a classically trained musician. And so when I was 16, I was heading over to see my uncle and work with him, and then something tragic happened, and unfortunately, it had to stop. So things happen in life and you have to kind of get through it and then grow. So I kind of put it aside forever. And then it came back about 10 years ago where a couple of people in the business in LA went, "Where have you been hiding?" And I just kind of went, yeah, okay, you know what? We went to Italy for an anniversary and I learned a lot of Italian. This kind of fun story. So we were in Venice and I thought, I'm learning O Sole Mio. I thought, let's just see what happens. As a friend of mine was is a brilliant stage actor in London, England. And he said, I'll tell you what to do. If you want to sing in Venice, I'll give you some clues. I'll give you some hints. So anyway, I'd learned O Sole Mio. We were getting on a gondola. It was my birthday. And there was the whole group of us that were doing this. And as we proceeded along, luckily we had a guitarist and singer in our gondola for my birthday. And I kind of started belting out, Volare. And they kind of looked at me. And my husband looked at me like, what? And I asked if we could do O Sole Mio. And they went, yeah. So now we're going under the bridge of sighs. And I'm literally belting out O Sole Mio with the guitarist. And people are screaming and hooting and hollering as on the bridge, looking down at me, and I'm just I'm in the moment. So when we got to to the docks, people were swarming me and saying, "You have the voice of an angel. Who are you?" And I looked at my husband. My husband was in complete shock, and in fact, he left our beautiful new camera in the gondola. He's like, who is this woman who's just come back? And so that's kind of when I got started, really back to it, and my love that's been in here forever. And I'm so excited because I've just been having so much fun. So that's how I
amazing.
10 years
ago. That's really amazing though. So like there was like this big gap where you were missing out on all these like amazing opportunities that you might have had, or just, and I'm so sorry that you had the tragedy happen when you were younger to where it kind of took you away from that world. But it's nice that you came back. And I agree with those people in Italy. You do have the voice of an angel.
Thank you. I know I have
I listened to the songs. They were just like amazing. Like your voice is just like really pretty.
I had my dad beautiful voice. It was my mom that had passed away very suddenly when I was 16 when it happened.
Okay.
And anyway, you move on from there. But yeah, I grew up with, the sound of my father's voice echoing through the house, and all of the beautiful music that they love to play, all of the LPs, everything, the 1940s, everything from jazz to even music from Africa, everything would play. And I have all these albums. And that's where my love of music came from, was really my dad, and then my other grandmother with the concert pianist. So yeah, it's always been in here. So this is thrilling. I love it. I'm just tickled pink.
That's great. And I'm glad that you were able to come back to it and start having these opportunities, because, women like us who kind of didn't realize some stuff until later in life, you know what I mean? Like, this is like our time. This is like a huge thing for us. So I understand where you're coming from in those aspects, because my mom passed away right before I turned 14 from cancer. So I understand what it's like to lose a parent at such a young age, and how that can affect you. Because now you
Absolutely.
have to step up, and now you have to be that person to be there for your dad, and be there for, I don't know if you had younger siblings like I did.
Okay.
I had to be there for siblings and other people in the family. So I understand what it's like to have that taken away. And I also had a background in entertainment, like stage productions in school, and singing. I sang in the church choir, like I sang in choir in school. I played the flute for 7 years. A lot of people don't realize the background that I come from. So I completely understand.
This is good to hear what you do.
I'm just telling you, like, I relate what you're saying. And it's amazing that you've been able to like come back and realize what you have inside of you.
Something interesting, just all the way along, I've had little quirky things that would come up no matter where I worked. And hey, we'd like you to do a commercial for us or something. And I was like, yeah, okay, fine. And I would do little things.
Okay.
And so this one time, it was only probably about maybe 7 years ago, I was having one of umpteen knee surgeries, because I'm not blessed with good knees genetically. Anyway, so I'm in the hospital. You can appreciate this. I'm sitting there. I've got the IV shoved in my arm. I'm dressed so nicely in my gown, and I'm just waiting for them to take me in. And all of a sudden, this TV station crew comes in, and they walk up to me and they said, yeah, we're doing a commercial for blah, blah, blah for the hospital here. And we'd love to have you be a spokesperson and do a little segment here right now with us about the hospital. And I went, so normally I would say yes. But at this particular moment in time, it's not going to really work for me.
Oh, I got you.
I was just saying, you're a mess, right? I'm going, maybe another time. But anyway, they said, I'm sorry. This was we came through and we saw you and said, oh, we'd love to have her. And I'm going, yeah, I appreciate that, but thank you. So we had a good giggle about that. And I'm going, like I'm all hooked up and, yeah, it's, I do love it. And the thing I find too is good people. It's good people working with good people, trustworthy people. There are those that are not. And sometimes, as you know, we find them, we all do. And to find good people and just be there in your heart and just do things with each other, it's glorious to create together. It really is.
I agree. So how many I don't know, what kind of commercials have you done?
Oh no, those were like way back when, just silly little things, nothing that I wouldn't even tell you about.
Little stuff.
No.
I got you.
No.
little things. I got you.
or
Well, how
no.
about I know you said you've done voiceover stuff. What would be one of your favorite projects that you've done as far as voiceover stuff goes?
I haven't done a whole lot with that. I'm actually in the process of creating a book, and I'd love to do an audio book for our green cheek conure, Barney, who had his first birthday, and I wrote a book about Barnabas Thurston's first birthday. So I'd love to do that into an audio book. It's really cute because that would be Barney's voice. That's how Barney.
Oh yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. You could be on the Rugrats and shit. Seriously, man. I'm serious.
So that's it. Like my husband's always said, Walt Disney missed out on you, because I'd be the one that I go up behind people and I go, you know where my mommy is? I have my mom. I don't know. People go, what? I used to have names.
Awesome. Oh my God, that'd be so awesome.
I used to have like names for every stuffed or voices for every stuffed animal. So I'll create voices for, I don't know, Bambi out on the road or something,
Oh,
but
awesome.
I did do one. It was kind of a sexy one for a particular company, and it was they were just asking me to do this voiceover work, and it turned out to be I have a very sexy voice when anyway, they kind of went, we can't play that.
Well, you wanted sexy. I mean,
you wanted sexy. It's about sexy stuff. Here you go. So I haven't done a whole lot of that yet. It's really been more like I've just worked on a bunch of movies and stuff, that whatever, and it's a lot of the music, so we can go into that. But yeah, it's nothing that I kind of would be thrilled about, just little things.
Well, okay, so let's start talking about the music part of your career, which seems to obviously probably like the biggest part of everything that you do.
The interesting thing is I was working on a movie, and I found it was late at night, and the hours you work on movies are 16-hour days. And it doesn't matter if you're doing outside shoots. It doesn't matter if it's pouring rain. I mean, they figure it out. I mean, you're in your regular clothes and it could be snowing. So this one night I said, you know what? I think I want to maybe get back into music a bit. I'm always getting sick from this stuff. And 2 days later, I got this call from a lovely gentleman in the UK. He had illness, and he said, I found out about you from some other friends over here. Would you like to be on my CD for the charity? And I said, how do you find out about me? And he says, oh, I know about you. I said, okay. So he asked me to co-write a song. And I said, I have not written any lyrics. I can't do it. I haven't been able to do it forever. And he said, well, I really need you to write to be on this CD. And he says, it's about a time in your life where, something affected you. And I thought, well, yeah, when my mom died in front of me, that would be, but I don't want to write about that because you'll never sing it. So I said, I can't write, but I said, maybe if you send me something, I'll sing it. And he said, I'll tell you what, I'll write it for you myself. And he did. And he said, what are you thinking? And I said, well, something like, he was a goth singer. I said, some of your Scarborough Fair, put in some Lacuna Coil and make it haunting. And he did. So I wrote the song in 20 minutes, and I hadn't written in forever. And he said, I thought you said you didn't write. And I said, I don't. And he said, this is like something somebody has written for 20 years.
That's amazing.
That called Broken Lavender, which is really beautiful, and it's about a time when but people think about that song actually is a love affair that has fallen apart and she's looking for him, and it's been written up beautifully. So that's on my YouTube page, but we didn't bring that one today. So that, and then it morphed into another gentleman where we worked on The Hunger in Me, and we did a video for that I think I sent you. And I co-wrote, so I wrote the the lyrics for that. And it turned out to be very James Bond-like and very sexy. And my music producer, Rob Steves, who's a very good friend as well as my producer, he's worked magic with me, so I'm very lucky to have him. So he's worked on that with me. And then what? So that we've worked on this Broadway Maybes, which is
I like that.
Bo Haas and his wife Cindy Lou, and they invited me in on the project, and I think we have that one today. It's 10 minutes ago, and that is a Cinderella song that Bo and I actually worked on together, and it's quite beautiful. So from that, then a gentleman by the name of Roland Jewett, who was also on that CD, we kind of fell in love with each other's vocals, and I said, wow, your song, which he did When You Wish Upon a Star, and he's a country singer. And I went, oh, I'm going to cry. It was so beautiful. I said, oh my gosh. And then he listened to me and he says, oh my, I love yours. So we kind of decided, let's try to work together, and we let it go for part of a year. And then he reached out to me, I don't know, about a month and a half ago. And he said, I have this really good song called Summer Wine. And it's actually originated by Nancy Sinatra. And he said, I'm going to send it to you. And I went, and it's a duet. And we just kind of went, yeah. And Rob said, let's do it. So I started it off, then sent it to Roland to do his part, then came back to me. I finished the song up and sort of put my little special spin on it. And then we're going to do a video for it. So it's beautiful. We're just like, oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful song. It's sexy. It's kind of strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. It's really pretty. And then he does his part really country-like. So that, and I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Bobby Serafimo, who is a brilliant composer in Macedonia. We worked on one project before. I'm thinking, to get COVID in the way, probably, I think it was that 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And it was a poem that he wrote. So I recited it and we did a little video for that. But this one, he had a beautiful CD. It was called On the Beach, I believe. And I found this song that I just loved. And it was kind of a bossa nova. And I bugged him and I said, Bobby, I want to sing that song. I want to sing it. So he finally said, okay, sing it. But in that, it took a lot of work because we had to now take a song that was a melody on a CD and write it for a singer. So Rob helped me out with that. I wrote the lyrics for it, and we just recorded it 2 weeks ago. Bobby hasn't even heard it yet. And Bobby and I would like to do a video for it. I haven't even heard it myself, but Bobby is a wonderful, very talented composer in Macedonia and a joy to work with. So that's another big one. So there's been a lot. And then, of course, I also did On a Clear Day, which is one that we just finished, and I just got it, I think, yesterday from Rob, and it really turned out well. I don't know if anybody knows that song, but it's kind of more of a 1960s, and I grabbed a real jazzy version for it, which is kind of fun. Okay. So I'm not really great at what I call a lot of the like a new music, but I'm a very vintage soul. So I do tend to like a lot of the vintage songs, anything from the 40s. I do a lot of American Songbook. I love that. Nice. 40s, and that's my dad sang a lot of that stuff, right? So it's in my heart. 50s, I love 60s. I'm very steeped in the 60s, early 70s, and I want to talk about some stuff. It's just not me. It's everybody. It can be anybody else. It's just not me. So, but it'd be fun to do something on stage, because the 10 minutes ago is very much, it was a stage presentation with Julie Andrews, and I'm forgetting the gentleman's name that was with her, but beautiful song. So yeah, I love it. It's when I'm getting ready to go, and when I know a song is right for me. It sounds really strange, but it's like a gold strand comes down from heaven and just presents itself and says, "This is the one."
That's nice. I'm glad.
Plus, yeah, it is. And plus, our baby green cheek conure, he goes nuts with certain music. He dances a lot with us. And it seems like the songs that I've come up with, he's going to town and he's beat bopping and having fun. And I said, I think I'm supposed to do this one. Yes. Oh, the one thing that was funny is the one day when I was working on 10 minutes ago, which of course you think Disney with Cinderella.
All right.
I'm baking at the same time. I have music up and I'm listening to it. I'm kind of working it. And somebody sends me this meme and it says, "Hey, want to come over and watch some Disney and bacon stuff?" And I started laughing and going, "Well, I'm listening to Disney, singing it." So I said, I'm already there. So anyway, good news. Blessed with great music, great people that have been in my corner. Like I say, Rob is really, Rob is has an incredible ear. He's worked with so many people in the field. So I'm very honored to have him as a really good friend, as well as my music producer. I'm very lucky.
It's awesome. I'm glad that you've had a really good career these last 10 years, and and I hope that you continue to get these amazing, golden strings coming down, to like present themselves to you, because I think that they need more people like that in the industry that have such a positive outlook and such a beautiful spirit. It's not that you see that every day. A lot of times the industry has tainted people and they're not as, happy and upbeat about things, and maybe they haven't been getting as many like opportunities, or who knows, you know what I mean? But sometimes I think negativity draws that.
It's a tough world out there. It's a tough world. It's not that easy. So you have to really search, and anything you do, like my modeling and everything, like and a movie that's coming together, which I'll just briefly touch on whenever you like. But it's tough, and you have to have tough skin. Because I remember my uncle saying that to me. This was interesting because my uncle, when he was in London, England, back in the 60s, it was the time of the Beatles. And all of these photos and everything would come back, and he'd be like hanging out with all of the greats over there, right? In the party scene. It was right out of Austin Powers, like the beginning scene of Austin Powers. That was what my uncle is like 6'4". He looked just like me. We look like father and daughter, but he was in the scene, if you know what I mean. He was enjoying the scene. We'll leave it at that. But I remember him saying to me, "They'll eat you up and they will spit you out." And that was
if you allow them.
Yep, that was back in the day. Yeah.
If you allow them.
If you allow them, yeah. No way. No, we learn from it, and sometimes we get trapped with something, but you kind of put your tail between your legs and you go, "Nope, okay, get that out of your system, move on, let's go." And that's the world anyway, right? Just
in general, yes, but as entertainment people, it tends to be even a little harder for us sometimes. But again, if you keep that positive mental outlook and a happy spirit and truly love what you do, opportunities will come.
Yeah, like the modeling one with Just Vita. That's great. That's out of LA, as well as she's in Arizona right now. So I'm the spokesperson for Just Vita cologne and perfume. It's just everything is coming soon. So I can't announce too much, but
I know all about that. All about that over the years. There's always, you can't talk about things until like you can. Yeah, there's people don't realize all the NDA disclosures and all those things you gotta do. You can't talk about this until we actually tell you to. So it is what it is. You just,
it's exciting. It's really exciting. there's clothes, there's wellness, there's all sorts of stuff, and these
That's
ladies are
awesome.
just fabulous as teams.
That's
So
great.
that's good. I'm really excited about that. I think I sent you a couple pictures of the men's and the ladies. It's just the advertisement for the colognes and perfume. I think I sent that to you. So that was good. And also, so I'm losing my color here. I don't know. Here we go. There we go. The other thing is, just when it comes to things coming to fruition in life, there's a great movie out of LA that I'm the lead actress on. And, due to everything happening in the world, we'll leave it at that. It's a little confusing right now. And so we're just putting it on hold and for almost a year. It's funding issues, which everybody goes through.
Another
So
issue.
yeah, it's a great premise. She's a 50-year-old that she's just going through some stuff, and she's an old surfer girl from Southern California. So there's singing involved with that, and it's going to be a great project. But we just kind of go, okay, put that on hold for now, and when things come together, when the time is right, I'm going. I'm here for you. I'm here.
Another story of the industry. Funding.
Sometimes
I've been there too. I totally understand. Sometimes, I've worked with so many people between musicians and actors and models and you name it. So I totally understand.
It is. Funding is the quintessential problem, it seems, with everything. Money makes the world go around. But, I always say those things that maybe they're not coming to fruition right now. You've got me, I've got you, and I won't forget you. And when the time comes that we're ready to get this together, I love California. I love LA. I'm definitely an LA girl.
Yes, my favorite place in the entire universe, and I miss it very, very much every day. So hopefully I'll get to go back there at some point, soon. I want to be a snowbird where I live in Maine during the summer and California during the winter. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but that's kind of where we want to go. Eventually, my husband and I would like to move back there, but it's just I have so much going on here. It is what it is.
Well, but there's reasons for things to happen. I know I'll probably never get there. People always say, "Oh, you should move. You should move." Well, it's not that easy. My life is here. It's very blessed. Be in cottage country in the Muskokas, and I tell you, moving here, you can't get me away. It's like Disney all the time. All the creatures.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful in places like that, or here in Maine. It's very beautiful. So it's like when you live in a place like that, or like you're surrounded by family or your friends or things like that, you can't just like. I'm just gonna pack them and move away, and I'm gonna go out there and I was gone for 10 years. So I was gone for 10 years. So I didn't get to really see my family as much, you know what I mean? But now I have a grandkid and other things like that. So sometimes, my kids are older. So it's like, sometimes you got to do what you got to do for whatever period of time that is until it's time to, have your own life back again, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. So I figure I'll get my life back eventually. But I do this.
Just to be in these beautiful parts of the world, and how lucky we are, blessed we are to have what we have. It's really important for inside yourself, whether it's in your mind, in your heart, and to me, humor is everything. Everybody knows. Here comes Lucy. In fact, Donna Lyons and I worked together on a radio show called The Wow Show, and it became so close. And we call each other Lucy, and we love each other dearly. And
nice.
We make each other laugh, and we just think of the craziest things, and we go, "We're nuts," you know that?
Yeah,
we are nuts, and that's the only way to be.
So some of my biggest friendships in the world have come because of the entertainment industry and the people that I have co-hosted shows with. I have people that I've co-hosted shows with I've never met in person.
Yeah.
I've never met face to face where I could give them a hug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm hoping someday that I get those experiences because that would be wonderful. And then other people I actually know from doing concerts and the movie industry and other things, you know what I mean? Television, movies, whatnot. So I totally understand. But I want to thank you so much for being on the show today. I really appreciate this. And it's been an absolute pleasure learning more about you and your career in the industry of entertainment. And just, I can't wait to play your songs for everybody tonight. I'm very excited. So I'm going to play all of them. Everything you sent me, I will be playing. Any music videos, anything.
Join me on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, you know.
Yes, please. Where can you please have everybody where they can find you, like websites, social media, stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm waiting to get a website up. I haven't had one yet. I'm kind of messing with that, but you know, Facebook, my name, Instagram, my name. I'm pretty simplistic.
I'll also post all the links when I do the social media posts here in a minute. And I'll post all the links to all your stuff, to all your pages, so that way people can find you easily and look at your career. And I'm very excited for all your opportunities. And, you know, we would love to have you come back eventually someday, maybe next year or later on this year, if you'd like. And we could talk about projects you have going on then also.
Absolutely.
But thank you so much. I really appreciate this time with you.
Yeah, thank you to everybody. And thank you, darling. Have a wonderful weekend, and everybody, and just enjoy life.
All right, you too. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Well, thank you for coming back and seeing us while we're doing this. Thank you for watching that wonderful interview with Elizabeth Ertel that we played just now. So wonderful woman, amazing career in the industry, and very exciting to get to know more about her. It was a very, it was a pleasure doing an interview with her. It really was. I want to play her music now, so we're going to start off with something on YouTube, and then we'll play actual just like music. So give me one moment. Okay, here we go.
Gentle touch is far too much. Bring me to my knees whenever you say please. Crave your lips on mine, our bodies intertwined. This desire's too much. Far too much. Only you have the key to unlock the hunger in me. Can't you see deep in me? Your eyes burn so deep. My soul on fire. Only you are divine, I quiver with delight. Every glimpse of you is pure seduction. I anticipate your tender kiss. I hunger for you. Your scent I long to explore. Your flesh on mine, I'll surrender for. Only you hold the key to unlock the hunger in me. Baby, your blue eyes undress my soul. I'm standing naked wanting more. It's too much to bear. You can have me anytime, anywhere. Come sweep me away.
Hell yeah! The Hunger in Me. Woo! Elizabeth Ertel. Definitely reminded me of some, definitely reminded me of some, James Bond type stuff, for sure. And even her voice in that particular song, anyway, is kind of sounds reminiscent of Susan Sarandon when she played the character Janet in Rocky Horror Picture Show, because her voice had that similar kind of sound. So I don't know. That's just my opinion, but I have listened to a lot of fucking music over the years. All right, we're gonna play some more songs. These are just gonna be like actual just songs, so hold that thought. Background audio. Oh my goodness. Hold on. All right, so we got 10 minutes ago on a clear day. And we've got we already did the Hunger in Me. Hold on. All right. So we got 10 minutes ago and on a clear day. All right. So let's play a little 10 minutes ago. All right. Here we go.
10 minutes ago, I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. I had started reeling, you gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago, I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like you so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again.
I may never come down to earth
again. On a clear day, rise and look around you, and you'll see who you are. On a clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of of your being outshines every star. You feel part of every mountain, sea and shore, and you can hear from far and near a word you've never heard before. And on a clear day, on that clear day, you can see forever and ever and ever more. Take it away, boys. Yeah. Who wants